What's up, everybody? CJ here again with Viewrail in the stay-at-home DIY series, day number 6, and I'm glad to say we are finally staining. If you've been following along with us, you know that we had every intention of staining before now, but the process has kind of kept us from doing that. We had sanded the day beforehand, and we've let our deck dry for another 24 hours, so it is ready for our oil-based stain. We're really excited. So this is all in preparation for our express cable railing system. If you haven't checked that out yet, we are giving away a $2,000 railing system. So stay tuned with us to see how you can enter if you haven't done so already. So going to give you some tips and tricks today on what it looks like to stain your deck. You can kind of see we've already started. There's a little bit of a preview. It's coming out really nice, and the work that we did beforehand is really paying off. So what I'm going to be using is a weighted roller, and then we're going to be just following that up with a brush just to back brush it. So stay tuned with us today as we continue to bring you some tips and tricks on what it looks like to stain your deck. Don't forget, stay home, stay healthy, stay tuned. So I'm getting ready to stir my stain. Now I have a 5-gallon bucket. This is oil-based stain. That means that there's going to be some sediment that has settled at the bottom. This kind of a stirrer is not sufficient to reach the bottom of the bucket. I was using this, which it's going to take some time to really get that sediment up. You can get an attachment and attach it to your drill, really get it to the bottom. That'll get the sediment. You can stir it for about a minute. Make sure you're bringing it up and down. I'll show you how to do that. But when you get these large buckets of stain, you want to make sure that you get that sediment that's at the bottom all the way up to the top and evenly dispersed. Otherwise, your stain's going to be no good. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to show you kind of what I'm doing is whenever you paint, you want to make sure that you go the full length of the board. Many of you probably know this, but you don't want to stop until you reach the end, so right here, of the board. You want to go with the length of an entire board. You don't want to go in sections where you would be going, where you would be skipping the full length of a board. So that's going to be my stopping spot. And I want to make sure that I'm getting right here down the line really well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the previous board, and you might be able to tell right here there's some spots where I need to actually back brush to even it out. So always be paying attention to the previous boards where it's pooled up a bit. After it starts to dry, back paint it. I'm gonna let this one dry.